Hi folks, and welcome to Schick Happens. In today's episode, I'm going to mess with some 1x3 pine, or actually 1x4 pine, and some bungee cords. The wife's seen a picture of a stuffed animal toy bin for small children to store their stuffed animals in. Kind of like the thing you see at the store that's got all the balls in it. It's just going to be a wood frame with bungee cords as the walls. She wanted me to make a couple up for the grandkids. I don't know if we're going to paint them or not, but that's what I'm going to work on today. Now I have no idea the dimensions of this. I'm just going off a picture that the wife gave me. I don't know, it's probably 3 feet tall and maybe 2.5 wide square. But like most of my projects that I work on, I'm just going to wing it. I think what I'm going to do is just set the stop block here at 2 feet. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Well, I'm going to build one first, see how it turns out. So I'll get 8 of these cut for the top and bottom pieces. Now in these pictures, the way that they have these bungee cords hooked, let's say this is the bottom or the top, they have these little hanging hooks screwed in like every 3-4 inches, and that's where they attach your bungee hooks. I don't want to do that. I just keep imagining one of the grandkids going in there or tripping and falling on one of these. It just, to me, that's not safe for little kids. So I think what I'm going to do on the inside of this is I'm going to use my Craig pocket hole jig to fasten all these. And I'm thinking that if I pop a series of those pocket holes on the inside, then I can hook these bungee cords on the inside. It'll work just as good as these hooks, but I think it'll be a little bit safer. So that's what I'm going to do when I assemble, or before I assemble these. I think I'm going to put pocket holes all the way around on the inside. I cut these all at 24 inches. I think what I'm going to do is make a line at 6-inch increments for 3 bungee cords per side. And I think what I'm going to do is lay all these out, get the measurements in the top and bottom board, just draw a line across, and then I got to mark on every board so I know where to put those pocket holes for the bungee cords. Now I think that's going to work as is, but I might adjust the depth on this pocket hole just a little bit deeper. Alright, I got the top and the bottom done on one of these units with all the holes drilled anyway. All I need to do now is just get these assembled, and then I got to figure out what I want to do for the 4 legs, corners, rails, whatever you want to call them. Alright, now let's get the 4 corners on. That must be a big egg. These pieces of pine are actual dimension is 3.5 inches wide. I think I might set the table saw at 1.5 inches and rip 2 pieces down at 36 inches and just double them up at the corner on the inside. I think I'm going to tack these into place for now with probably the 1-inch brad gun, and then I'll come back and reinforce it with 1.25 inch screws. So I'm just going to go around the top and the bottom here, pilot a hole in each one of these pieces and just sink 1.25 inch screw in. It'll tighten it up a little bit more. I need to put a pilot hole in because if I don't, I know this pine's going to crack. These bungees are just a little bit too long, so all I'm doing is just tying a knot at each end, just to shorten them up a little bit. Yeah, that wasn't too tough a build. I think the picture that she had showed me, they had made it all out of 2x4s. And I'm sure you can do that. Using these 1x made it a little bit lighter, easier to move around. The only thing I need to do is I want to sand over all the edges to get rid of any sharp points or splinters. And then I think we're going to give this a coat of paint, doctor it up a little bit for the grandkids' room. But this was a pretty simple project to build. I think I need to make one more, but I think for both of them there was around $42 in supplies. But it ain't too bad. But this is definitely something that you can build. You can build a couple of these in a few hours, if that, maybe 2 hours. It's a real easy project. So if you have grandkids in your family and you need a little cage that's easily accessible for them to grab their stuffed animals, it's kind of a neat little thing to work on for the weekend. And again, you can doctor it up any way you can or any way you want with paint, stickers, names, decals. I mean, it's endless. But I just thought I'd share this build. Kind of neat, actually. But I appreciate you joining me here on Schick Happens. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.